Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Started From The Bottom. It's League Two title time. Let's get into it. So then, as I mentioned in the introduction, SkyBet League Two, Bath City out to clinch the title. We are away at Oldham Athletic. This is the time for us to do it, guys. We have been set our initial budgets and stuff already, having already been promoted. I will go over that in a second, but first of all, let's show you the league table. So here is how things look going into our title clinching game against Oldham. Oldham are in third place, hence the reason why we can clinch the title. It's all a little bit close in between a few of the teams up there. We currently stand on 94 points from our 40 games. I think the league record is 102. Obviously, we'll be going for that with 6 games remaining. With 29 games won, 7 drawn and 4 lost. 77 goals scored for and 23 goals scored against, with a goal difference of a whopping 54. We've been on a nice run of form since you guys have last saw us, so let's jump into the schedule and show you how we've got on. We've been on a nice run of form since you would have last seen following the drab 0-0 result with Northampton Town. That did extend our unbeaten run to 22 league games. We then lost the next game, sadly, to Cambridge United. Losing 3-2 was a bit of a frustrating one, actually. Little bit of a here and there game. This guy here, Kim Young-soo, a new gen South Korean, contracted to Cambridge. Looks like he's come through Maidenhead. Decent player, but shouldn't be running the show against me. Then following that, we have put together a lovely run of games again, like we did earlier on in the season, with victories, as you can see, against Plymouth, Coventry, Leyton Orient, Wimbledon, Bolton, Swindon, Grimsby and Carlisle, leading up to today's game against Oldham. We will keep going until we win this title. You will see that in this video. It's just a matter of when, not if. I'm hoping it's in this game against Oldham, but we shall see. So I mentioned that I would show you guys the budgets for next season. We currently have a massive transfer budget of 65,000, and our wage budget for the upcoming season is 50,000. I've kind of already made a move. Obviously, as you can see here, I'm trying to bring in some slightly better staff for League One, but I have made one bit of business already. I have acquired the signing of 18-year-old Scottish new gen Daniel Ray. Whilst he doesn't play exactly in the position that I need him to be here, looking at his stats with the marking, passing, tackling is just phenomenal. Really, really nice mental stats for an 18-year-old. Good stamina. I don't care about his jumping reach, to be perfectly honest. We can work on some of these other stuff as well. He's listed as a mercenary. I will get him in some of my mentoring groups, and hopefully we will turn that around. He's coming from the New Saints over in Wales. Relatively cheap player. I am paying nothing for him because it's at the end of his contract, and I think he only wants a small amount as a wage because he's currently only on £150 a week. So that's the first bit of business. Be interesting to see how he gets on. I think he's a good player. I seem to be picking up one brilliant new gen per season, and hopefully this guy can move us to the next level in League One. A quick run over on how some of the players have been doing for us. As you can see here, Keandra Simmons, whatever, is the top goal scorer in League Two. He scored 24 for us in 41 competitions. Can blow a bit hot and cold. I have just noticed he's wanted by Cardiff, Reading and Sheffield Wednesday. That'd be interesting. I have a feeling it's going to be a difficult summer holding on to some of these players, but maybe we can rebuild. Who knows? Calvin is currently sat in the highest average rating. He's currently second in that. He's been really good for us this season. Again, another player who's suffered a slight injury. He's not wanted, surprisingly, which is a weird one. He's not got the best graph over here, but he just seems to tick along. As you can see, he scored 7 goals and got 4 assists for us in all competitions in 30 appearances, which for a centre-back is really, really impressive. Connor Stanley is doing well again for us. Another good season for him. Another player with another injury. 4 goals and 11 assists for him. So he is currently second in the assist table. He is doing quite well, but as I said, he's recently come back from an injury. However, he has just scored on his return from injury, so hopefully he can get a couple more assists in these final 6 games. And the final player that I wanted to touch on was David Maddison, the new gen that I picked up last summer from Stockport. He's currently played pretty much all of my games. I think it's all of them. Anyway, 46 games so far in all competitions. Conceded 29 goals with 26 clean sheets. This guy's just phenomenal. I think when he came into the club, he had the personality of fickle. That has changed now. He's fairly professional. Nice little graph for a goalkeeper. Really good technical attributes. As I said, we've turned his determination and stuff around. His concentration and positioning and stuff in the mental attributes section is going up. So I'm quite happy with how he's coming along. So here is the team then for our all-important game away at Oldham. Maddison in goal, Swanson, Brooking, Alowu and Zamora make up the defensive unit. Stanley, Shenton and McGee across the midfield 3. Simmons and Sibley are in the attacking midfield spot and Tyler Smith is playing up front. Some of these players haven't really featured a whole host for me so far this season, but if I scroll down into this team section here, you can see Parker, Wiggett, Dreher, Smith, Santana are all injured. The Afghan winger is away on international duty. As I said in many previous videos, they pick the best time to call him up for Afghanistan. But here is the team. I've got all faith in it. I think we're going to do pretty well. Actually, let's move Shenton there, shall we? Let's move Shenton there. Simon's up front, and we will play Tom Smith, the model citizen, in centre midfield. So I've just made that one quick change just to keep Simons up top on his own. So that is the team selection done. Let's submit the team. Connor Stanley and Tom Smith are lacking in match fitness, not a surprise. Stanley's just coming back from an injury and Smith hasn't actually played a great deal for us this season, but model citizen, so that's why you need him in the team. So here are the two teams then. Looks like they are going for a 5 at the back formation with two centre midfielders, 2 attacking midfielders. Is that Luke Berry from Luton? It is. Okay, he's going to be one to watch out for, that's for sure. And then a former Liverpool guy, Tony Correa, up front. He's only scored 6 goals this season, so I'm not overly worried. We go into the dressing room. Let's passionately say we are favourites for a reason. No one's really perked up about that. I've got faith in everyone to go out and make a difference. There we go. Everybody loves it now. Everybody's buzzing. We've got the instructions set for one Oldham player. Tunnel interview. What a joy. Yes, Connor Stanley's a natural at that position. Sure, we're going to have to pay close attention to him. Any team would be missing. I don't even know who that player is. So let's go into the game. As I've said previously, we've been starting on attacking until we make that initial breakthrough, and then I've been switching to cautious, which definitely seems to have worked a lot more this season. 12-15 minutes in, no real action thus far. The get creative shout comes in from my assistant manager. 20 minutes gone, still nothing. We're definitely in with a chance. I mean, I don't know how a draw puts us. I think Notts County are going to have to drop some points, surely. They are away at Morecambe. That's kind of an easier game as Morecambe are in the relegation zone. As we get our first highlight here, Holmes swings the ball in for Oldham, and the ball is in the back of the net. Is that offside? Oh, it's gone down as a Keandra Simon's own goal. Oh, mountain to climb potentially. Mountain to climb. That's the first thing that this game's shown so far is own goal. He's usually the one putting them in at the opposite end of the pitch. A bit disappointing. We've not had a highlight that we've been shown in this first half. I'm going to assertively say, show some desire. As I said, this hasn't gone to plan so far. It's like they get stage fright in big games. None of the boys really... 6.8 is the highest, and that's for a player who's scored an own goal. We're staying on attacking, because obviously we do need something. Highlight starts here. Oldham with the ball. Long ball forward. Left back's on it. Into Smith, into Shenton. Over the top to Simons. Ability to atone for the own goal, and he does. League's top goal scorer. Secures his 25th of the season. As you can see why higher league clubs are looking after him. Long ball, as I said, defended quite nicely by my left back, into Smith, into Shenton. The ball over the top is spot on, and he atones there for the own goal. There's still plenty of time in this game, 30 minutes of the game still to go. I'm not ready to make subs as of yet. We're still going to push on. Looks like Luke Berry is struggling for them. 20 minutes of the game to go. Do I make a change? Yeah, okay, let's go for it with 15 to go. I'm so disappointed that I got McGee out there. So the change is going to be Tyler Smith is coming on. And let's take off... let's take off Shenton. Simons at cam. And Tyler Smith up front. 15 to go. If we get one more highlight, that'd be nice. I mean, there's... Connor Stanley's taken a knock. Jesus. This is not going to plan. I have no one who can play there, so... Josh Appiah, why not? Have a field day, sir. All of my wingers are falling apart or are away on international duty. This is not good. Any more highlights in this game? I'm just watching the clock tick down. And that's the 5 minutes up. That is full time. It's 1-1. It's a tough result to take, I agree. We're a bit disappointed. Am I going to have to go and do this Tranmere game? Looks like it. Connor Stanley's injured. Bruised ankle, only 1 to 3 days, so that's not too bad. Let's have a look at the SkyBet League Two table. So results then, Notts County won 1-0 against Morecambe. Is that just after half-time, so it's not a late one. Okay, we go to the next game, guys. We need to secure this league title. So then, guys, we are back for our game against Tranmere Rovers. We've only played them once. They've beaten us once. Let me show you what happened in that game earlier on in the season. I know it was a loss. Where are you? There we go, 1-0. Thanks to Harvey Gilmore, who is still at Tranmere, so this could be interesting. It's not the best team, especially with Stephen Payne there. He's awful. I remember him from my time at Bristol Rovers. He is dreadful. Anyway, into today's game, this is the team that we are going with. We've got a couple of players back. So Madison, Brookin, Wiggett, Calvin and Swanson, a much more solid defensive unit there. Stanley, Shenton and the Afghan winger is now back from international duty. McGee and Simons are in the attacking midfield spots and Josh Appiah is leading the line for this game. So here we are then into the game. Tunnel interview is done. Still waiting for the first highlight and here it comes. Stanley with the cross in. League tables in the way there. The referee's given a penalty for a foul on Calvin. Ooh, here we go then. Penalty for Bath. 4 minutes in. Potentially for the league title. And he has slotted it. This is it. Could we be going up as champions from League Two? Who'd have thought it 3 seasons ago, eh? The potential opportunity to go back to back to back. As we have the lead now, as I said, I'm going to flick over to cautious in a hopes to stifle Tranmere for the rest of the game whilst we have the lead. Into this highlight then, the right back looks like he clears it only to Calvin. Calvin is able to pick out Shenton in the middle. Looks all the way out to the right-hand side to Stanley. Nice cross in from Stanley. Nodded down to Appiah. Back to the winger. What a goal that is. 9 minutes in. 2-0 up. That's it. That has to be the title wrapped up. Looks like we'll shoot up to 98 points. So as I mentioned previously in this video, the record points score could be beaten here. Nice cross in from Stanley there. Winger into Appiah. Back to the winger. First time on the volley. Good strike from that lad there. And we are in dreamland. Another highlight and another Stanley delivery comes in. Calvin heads it, but only off the crossbar. It'd have been quite fitting for a player like Calvin to come back in from injury and you know, bag a goal given his rating so far this season. Just 10 minutes to go until half-time now. They're trying to play a little bit slower, interesting. Don't know if that will help you considering you are 2-0 down already. So there we have it, guys. Yep, there it is. There's half-time. So we are 2-0 up. 2-0 to the good. Tranmere have offered next to nothing. We're dominant, we're boss in possession, and we're on the cautious mentality just to make sure. Is this it, guys? Is this the league title? I think ultimately it is quite fitting that this would happen at Twerton Park. We've been phenomenal at home this season, to be perfectly honest, and it is quite nice for the home fans to get this celebration at home. It would be a little bit disappointing if it happened away from home. I'd have taken it away at Oldham, of course I would. As we have a highlight here, that's awful. And there he is. There's Calvin with his 8th goal of the season. Fully deserved. First goal after a long injury layoff. He definitely deserves it. Goalkeeper's had an absolute mare here. Long throw comes in. Nobody goes. The ball bounces. Keeper has a mare. And Calvin gets there with his weaker right foot and volleys it home. That's 3-0. That's the title in the bag. Let's just do a demolition job on these boys now, shall we? Brooking with the throw in. Easily picked up by Gilmore here. With the press, McGee's pressing him, goes for the ball over the top and he's in and hits the post maybe. Oh, good defensive effort there. I'm unsure if that was a post or if Madison actually got a hand to it there. Either way, Tranmere denied. Corner comes in from them, headed clear by Brooking. Pressure goes out to the guy and the highlights over. Happy days. As I've just done there, praise the boys, absolutely buzzing. 15 minutes to go then. Let's give some of these guys a run out. Some of the ones who are tired. Stanley's just coming back from injury. So let's play... Yeah, why not? Brad Burton. This guy, by the way, has been on my bench all season. Hasn't played. He's just done what he's needed. Oh no, he's got one sub appearance in League Two. I must have brought him on as a pity substitution. He's not played all season. He's playing because I need a homegrown player in my starting 11. You can have a run out, sir, and let's give some game time to... Who else is quite tired? Actually, let's take off Calvin for Joseph Lowu. There are the 3 subs. Let's see if Greeno, my youth prospect, can do anything here with 10 minutes to go. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to hold anything out. Madison catches that easily there. Throw out into Shenton in the deep line playmaker role. First time pass out to the wing. Takes on his man. Oh, it's a good challenge from the Tranmere man there. And it looks like they could potentially have a highlight of their own. But the defensive might of Bath City has outdone them there. Burton with the ball in. And that was a shot. Oh, wow. I thought he was attempting a cross there. Oh, well, into the final 5 minutes of normal time. That's it. 3 minutes injury time as well. Can we keep a clean sheet here? This would be quite nice to keep a clean sheet, wouldn't it, everybody? McGee hoofs the ball clear. Greeno's in. He's in on goal, the youngster. Go on, at least test him. Oh, pushes it behind. That would have been some strike from my youngster. McGee with the ball in. Another clearance. The winger back to McGee. Swings another ball in. Burton's there. Hits the crossbar. Second time we've hit the crossbar today. It doesn't matter. Referee will have full time here, won't we? Twerton Park, absolutely rocking. All 5 of these fans. Winger's got it. Ball in. It's a throw. I mean, I don't know why we're time wasting like this and why the game deems it necessary for us to see all these highlights, to be perfectly honest. There's the 3 minutes injury time up. Swanson with the throw in. Unless we score another one, I don't really care. Goalkeeper comes out and claims it. That's got to be full time. And it is. And there it is then. We have won the SkyBet League Two title. Champions with 4 games to go. Amazing season from the boys. I'm going to have a difficulty keeping hold of some of these guys, actually. We go into the dressing room. Am I pleased that we've won the title? Yeah, damn right I am. I'm very pleased. Well done, boys. That is the title in the bag. And there you have the confirmation there. Bath City win SkyBet League Two. It's been a great season, actually. A few frustrating losses. Obviously, we went out of all the cup competitions relatively quickly and in quick succession, actually. Certain teams of Notts County and Crawley have secured themselves SkyBet League Two playoff places. Let's open up the full table. So we are promoted as champions, as I said, with 4 games to go. Notts County and Crawley secure themselves playoff spots. The playoffs is going to be interesting, actually. I doubt Wimbledon will get in there. They've been a little bit of a surprise package all season. Interesting to see Northampton down mid-table. They've done well since coming up last season. But we do not care. We move on. The next objective is the 102 points, but no one really cares if I make that, do they? It's going to be a big summer, a big rebuilding summer. Hood brings glory to Bath. You're damn right I do. There's the League Two title. Absolutely buzzing with it. If I just quickly jump into the squad, as you can see, Shenton's wanted, Santana's wanted, Alowu isn't wanted, Seaman's wanted, Duchamp Bernard's wanted, Sibley's wanted, but he's not my... Go away, Korean. Sibley's wanted, but he's not my player. Simons is wanted, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Stanley's wanted. Charlie Wiggett's wanted. It's going to be a tough season. It's going to be a tough summer, actually. We've got a lot of players that are highly sought after. If I arrange this by ability, we've not got any superstars in the team. I mean, Maddison and Dreher are definitely going to be here next season. Johnny Smith, if I got a decent offer for Johnny Smith, I'd actually let him go. He's quite greedy. I think I could find better. He's done pretty well for me this season, not going to lie. 4 goals and 7 assists in all competitions, just averaging over a 7 rating. But yeah, no 5-star superstars. I'm hoping that we can bring in some new additions. As I said, I've already secured the services of Daniel Ray. Hoping to build on that some more. So the next time you guys see me, it will be the end of the League One transfer window, and we'll be looking to go back to back to back to back. 4? Yeah, that was 4. Let's get it. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.